Here we are, third time around, presenting Nono. We believe it's the world's largest undeveloped hard rock resource for lithium. There's a couple of disclaimers that we need to show you. Corporate snapshot, very simply, 2.3 billion shares on issue, currently running at around about 5.5 cents. Market cap of around about $130 million. Cash at bank around about 2, and we've got some more money coming in the next month, about $14.1 million. Essentially, we have a 400 million tonne resource running 1.66%, with 270 million of those tonnes in measured indicated, which we're using in the current feasibility DFS to complete our DFS study and conversion to reserves. The latest corporate updates for us, basically we've secured an investment from Nigel'S. It's a new startup of a hydroxide plant in China. They're very keen on progressing in stages to 100,000 tonnes. Initial one's 25,000 tonnes, and they're a partner of Cattle. They have a 15% interest and a swap holding as well. So we've been to site, had a look at that, and we're very pleased with the reaction they have to stepping up to the plate with the investment, and then also with ongoing offtake from the project, which is yet to be negotiated. Strong cash position, as we say. Post Nigel'S money coming in, there should be approximately $13 million in the bank, which will allow us to finalise the DFS and do some pre-site works. We have just improved the board with the appointment of Dr. John Clark, who's an African hand, 40 years experience, and he'll be helping us with moving the project forward. Board obviously experienced with geologists, engineers, metallurgists, and accounting. Major milestones over the last couple of years. I'll just touch on the last ones there. Obviously, we've July of this year we appointed GR Engineering to complete our DFS on the engineering side. That project, or the DFS, is approximately 85% of the way through. October, positive results from our first metallurgical test work, showing that we can produce a 6% concentrate without too many issues, just using a straight DMS concentrate. Confirmation of the increased stake in the project through acquisition of 5% from our joint venture partner. We've paid a deposit on that, but we will be looking to secure that in the next 2 years. John Clark, as I've mentioned, has come on board, and then Nigel'S with 14 million, and then just recently we managed to secure an MOU for the Canamanga Hydro facility, which is located approximately 80 kilometres away from us. It's in disrepair, it needs reconfiguring, but we believe that will provide us with an economic bonus by reducing our cost from about 40 cents a kilowatt hour to about 4 cents a kilowatt hour. We're very much exposed to the lithium price, and as you would probably want to know if you're sitting here interested in this, the lithium price has been lagging. We're sitting at around about 450, 500, depending on who you speak to, but obviously we are backing that that price will soon be turning the corner and coming back. And if we're timing everything for 2 years to be into production, we're expecting a reasonable price to be had when we're actually in production. We completed a 5 million tonne scoping study. The outcome of that was basically, and this is completed to a 35% plus or minus accuracy. That showed us a $2.63 billion MPV on a 100% basis, an internal rate of return of around about 64%, and a payback period of under 3 months. Sorry, 3 years, I should say. Modelled only to a 20-year mine life. We have a lot more resources in the background for that. And that only consumed about 25% of JORC resources at that stage. Peak production, 1.1 million tonnes of concentrate, if we wanted to go down that track, at 5.8% lithium. Very low strip ratios of 0.5 to 1. We believe we can improve on that. High feed grades of 1.58%. We have already improved on that. Very low deleterious elements in the forms of fluorine at 0.1, phosphorus at 0.3, iron running about 0.4%, 0.3% in the concentrate, 0.9% in the resource. And of course, mica is the only other one there, 2%, but we believe we have taken it down to about 1%. costs for that project on the DFS, on the scoping study, $380 million is what we require. We've obviously taken that as a first stage, and we've moved into the DFS side of it. The upside for us there is we have tin credits and sort of coltan credits. We have 300,000 tonnes of tin in the resource at the moment, which we're investigating recovery of. We're looking for finance at the moment. The DFS is sitting at 90%. As soon as that comes out, we'll be engaging in earnest with financiers for the project. Stage 1 CapEx at the moment is looking around about $250 million, which includes two-stage crush and HPGR grinding, DMS only, 4.5 million tonnes throughput with 750,000 tonnes of product. At SC6, our latest result as of today, which we announced, is a 55.7% recovery at a 6.3% grade. So, and that's using an HPGR crush system. It's the first time we've done that. We've got a little bit more work to do on it, but we think we can improve that even further. We have already been in discussions with the DRC government, the President and the Mines Minister, and we have their long-term support for this project. They see it as a catalyst for the region. And we're in discussions with several interested parties on offtake financing, strategic investment through investment in equity in the company, but also in the project itself. And we look forward to engaging with the government further on the PPP and the SEZ that we're trying to secure for the project. Our strategy is extremely simple. We're going to start off with a DMS plant only. We'll then move to do test work on the fines recovered from the DMS plant, use those for test work on flotation, fit a flotation plant to site once we know what we're dealing with, and then we're looking at the final stages, obviously put a hydroxide plant on site. We're not discounting the fact that we might be able to put a sulfate plant on site as well, instead of a hydroxide. We certainly have enough power within the Nigel'S system to be able to run those. The general layout of the DFS site, in pink obviously is the flooded pit, the pegmatite. Everything sits to the southeast of this, fairly easy layout. It's quite flat line. We have been investigating that with geotechnical investigations so far, and everything seems to be stacking up in the right manner. Phase 1 test work results we've touched on already. We produced a reasonable concentrate of 5.8%. We have used dense media separation. Tin also comes with that. We recover about 30% in the heavy metal concentrate. DFS schedule, we're looking to complete everything by February and have the report out in Q1, it's obviously March of this year. As I said, we're up to 90% of the DFS already. It's being written and reviewed as we speak. We have 3 or 4 items that need to feed into that, which should happen in the next 3 weeks or so. And that will allow the EPC to be awarded and tendering for that package to go out so that we can start looking at pre-construction. Export routes we're talking about now. We originally looked east towards Dar es Salaam using a combination of road and rail. We're now looking to come south from Anono on a 300-kilometre dirt road to get to the railhead in DRC. And from there we have the option of going through Tazara to Dar es Salaam, out to Lobito and Angola, and obviously down into Southern Africa. Project timeline, as I've said, we're looking to get this feasibility completed by Q1 of this year, transport routes confirmed, licensing and permitting organised in 2020, and then we look to be getting pre-construction and construction sorted out for 2021 and into production at the end of 2021. Kanawanga we've touched on, that's the facility. Public partnerships with the government, we're looking at those at the moment as well. We're very keen to get those progressed. We're also looking towards a zero carbon footprint by having a green mining scenario with electric trucks, shovels, etc., essentially powered by the Kanawanga facility. In summary, world-class project, economics extremely good, strategy into fast production, timing on the back of an increase in the price for lithium. We're leveraged very much to that, and we have excellent liquidity in the company at the moment. That's it in a nutshell. We're at J5 if you'd like to come and see more information. Thanks very much.